Are you coming? Okay, come in. Y'all, we don't need a third temple, okay? We don't need a third temple. See my door? Have you guys seen my door? I almost ought to leave it open because it's kind of pretty. But yeah, anyway. We don't need a third temple. We have a third temple, okay? Whenever Yeshua was talking about the third temple and the abomination of desolation, when he was talking about the third temple and the abomination of desolation as talked of in Daniel, what Daniel was prophesying was what happened in the Maccabees. And that's what Hanukkah is basically all about, right? Okay, and if you haven't read those, then they're good historical books that give you some context, okay? So I'm not saying that they should be in the canon or anything. I'm just saying that they give context. So you need to, get the context. So if you get the context, then you will see that trying to do this with just one hand is not really handy. That the abomination of desolation happened. Okay, so the abomination of desolation was Antiochus Epiphanes taking over the temple and putting a statue of Zeus in there and sacrificing a pig to Zeus in the temple of Yahweh. All right, that's what happened. So Yeshua, you come forward and Yeshua's talking about when you see the abomination of desolation talked about in Daniel. Well, they had already seen that. So why would he say that if that had already happened? And remember, the Word of God is multi-dimensional. All right. So it doesn't just mean one thing. Whenever a prophecy was given, it meant something to the people at that time. It meant something to the people in the future. And then it means something to us today. It means something to us throughout different seasons in our lives. All right. So you can't just put one thing. If you think this means this one thing, then you're getting dogmatic and you really need to stop, because that's prideful and it's turning a lot of people off of the kingdom doing that. So stop, okay? So Yeshua was also saying the temple is here in us, okay? We are the temple. So if the abomination of desolation during the time of Antiochus was putting up a statue of Zeus and sacrificing an unclean animal, then what is happening in our temple now that could be an abomination of desolation to this? That's what we need to be thinking about, okay? I'm not saying that there's not going to be another temple. I'm not saying somebody is going to go in there and sacrifice a pig, okay? It could still happen. I'm not saying it isn't, but I don't think that's what he was talking about. And I think the powers that be and what's happening today is trying to work that direction, playing off of what people are expecting to see. Think about instead what this means. I've got flies all over the place. Think what this means. And what this means to us today, and what we should maybe be doing differently. It took an 8-day cleanse of the temple. The temple went through an 8-day cleanse with hyssop in order to clean it out after that happened. A complete scrub through, right? So an 8-day cleanse of your temple to get rid of the abomination of desolation happening that some of us had no choice about. Something to think about here, okay?